Jai Gurudev, welcome everyone to this new episode of Bliss, Becoming and Being. So, this is part 14 Guru Siyag Yoga, Bliss, Becoming and Being. So, in every episode, we have been discussing some basics about Guru Siyag Yoga and how to do it, and some information regarding its method, and then we share something about what can make this journey simple, and especially for those of you who are yet to begin it or who are new practitioners. So in these sessions our endeavor is to simplify the whole thing for everyone whosoever wants to practice it, because we understand that sometimes even if something is very powerful and can enhance our lives a lot, but it takes a lot to incorporate that as a practice in our lives, because there are a lot of beliefs involved in terms of picking up things that we want to put in our lives. So, this is a practice that you have to commit to. That means you have to meditate and chant the mantra. And more than that, you have to surrender to the Guru. So, surrendering to the Guru not be may not be really easy for many of you, and at the same time, uh, even if it may not be easy, you might still find yourself under the guidance and blessings of your Guru without you even knowing it. So, anyways, let's begin by sharing that uh, Guru Siyag Yoga is about our Gurudev. So, so on the left side is our Gurudev Sri Ramlal Ji Siyag, and on the right side is Guru of our Gurudev, Babaji Sri Gangai Nath Ji. So, under the blessings and guidance of and unconditional grace of Babaji, Guru Ramlal Ji Siyag could progress in his spiritual journey. And as a part of his spiritual journey, he got the divine power descended onto the earth. So it's quite hard to put these things in words, and in these sessions, uh, somehow we believe that it's better to keep the language and the whole idea very simple. So all we need to understand is that most of us already believe that there is a divine power, there is a God, and we all believe in some God figure, depending upon where our faith is. So, since even though we might be believing in God and doing various rituals or practices or some cultural nuances are there around worshipping God, but most of us leave this planet without really getting a glimpse of God or experiencing the real God power. And we just not question it many a times that, that if God is there and I believe in it, so why can't I really experience the power of God in a way that I want to experience it? And many a times we even stop questioning. We just take it as many things that are being passed on to us as traditions, and we seem to just carry on with the rituals and practices for the sake of carrying on them. And with every passing generation, somehow even those uh, even those traditions are somehow fading a bit with each passing generation. So, in a nutshell, it can be said that however we understand God, we somehow are not able to connect God in a way that we use the God power to help ourselves when we need it the most, and especially at time of crisis, because naturally when we are happy, when we when we are getting what we want in life, so somehow then we really are okay, even if we do not talk about God, feel about God and all that. But somehow many are times in crisis we really want help, which we are not getting from anybody else. So this Guru Siyag Yoga is a method of spiritual transformation, and by spiritual transformation, it's quite again. These concepts can't be defined in a way that is very simple. So as a beginner myself, so I've been practicing Guru Siyag Yoga for past 3 years. So I'll just share with you the way I have understood it, and you may add to it. You may check for yourself. You may not fully just take what I'm saying. It's just that uh, receive what I'm saying, and then maybe you can go on with your own experimentation and your own journey. So the spiritual transformation is about the total transformation of your being. So many a times we just feel that this physical body is our being, and then most of us also start understanding that in this body we have our heart and mind also, and of course other organs as well. And our mind is something that is very complex in nature, because uh, our mind can create pain, our mind can feel pain. So pain is not only about this physical sensation over the skin or some physical pain in some organ. So a lot of pain is at the level of the mind and the heart as well. So our physical body, mental body, and then spiritual body or being. So again, the spiritual being part is not something that we can understand conceptually. So for those of us who believe that we are divine beings in this physical body, so we are a soul, a divine soul, God, in the God form itself. So we are that divine soul in this physical body. So that is our spiritual being. So Guru Siyag Yoga is a method of spiritual transformation that transform every level of this being, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical. So many a times the issues that we are experiencing are related to the physical body. So issues that are very much visible or palpable, and they begin with the physical body and end with the physical body. Many a times we experience issues that are mental in nature. So we all know in these times that all the psychological disorders and distresses and stresses and all that, we all experience all that, right? So those are all part of whatever mental issues that we all face. So we understand that we all of us, there is, I believe, nobody can say that they have no stress, no tensions at the level of the mind, and they are always be able to feel joy in their lives and count their blessings or be live in gratitude. So we all know how our state of being should be, but we are not there most of the time. So there are issues at the mental level, and then at the level of the spirit. So since it's quite hard to conceptualize and understand, so most of the times the spiritual issues or blockages that we have in the spiritual being are not really comprehensible by professional practitioners of any field, be it doctors or psychologists, or even we can't really understand that where are these spiritual issues, and how are they manifesting in our life and all that. So these issues are the issues that could be related to us at the soul level. So our souls are eternal beings. So they are not just attached to this body. The our soul has been reincarnating uh, many, perhaps thousands of lives, and in each life soul has the karma that the soul needs to resolve, the lessons that the soul needs to learn, and the breakage that the soul needs to heal, and all that. So those things are somewhere in the domain of abstract for somebody who is yet to really understand this whole aspect. So that is why not everyone is very comfortable talking about these things, because these concepts are quite hard to explain in a way that anyone can understand, because many of you might not really be bothered to think about soul or or spiritual diseases and all that. So what you might be caring maybe about your next promotion, or your next thing that you want to buy, some car, or any other material possession, or something that you want to manifest in your life. So you may just be contented to be concerned about all these aspects of your life. However however life is the nature of life is evolutionary in nature. So we have been evolving since eternity, even if we do not want to. So evolution is not our choice. It's something that's happening, that's happening in a flow through this river of life. So there is no choice with us, that either we want to evolve or not. So so it's like all of us are evolving, and those of us who by the grace of the guru comes in the discipleship of the mentorship of the guru. So those of us are able to progress in this journey in a more powerful way, in a more smoother way, in a more lighter way, in more empowered way. So life doesn't become easy for anyone, and life has its nature, which continues the way it continues. Ups and downs will always be there, as they are today. But what change after we come under a Sadguru, a guru who is God himself or herself. So guru is the form of God, a form that we can see. Otherwise, we can't see God. So guru is the physical form of God. So those of us who are with our guru, and guru is somebody who is not living outside. Guru is the force that is inside you. So once you ignite that force, you surrender that force uh, starts its work inside you at all the levels. So life continues its ways of throwing anything, and lot of situations, like it has always been happening. But what changes, that we respond to life in a way which is which generates a lot of peace, a lot of power, because we are able to think better. We are able to we we are able to think more courageously. We are able to really crack open the grip of fear, of of various concerns, burdens that we feel in carrying on in our life. So guru not only takes you on this journey of spiritual transformation for the ultimate objective of liberation of your soul from this cycle of reincarnation. But the Guru makes this journey a lot more simple with no detours. So you go through this process, uh, in the most shortcut way possible. So it's not compulsory to have gurus, although according to ancient Indian philosophy, uh, whatever text you pick up, the Vedas and Upanishads or many texts of any master, all masters have shared that without the Guru, the liberation is not possible. So, this liberation of the soul from this cycle of birth and death, so this is not possible. So this is the most painful thing, and again it's quite hard to understand this concept that the most painful thing that happens is this soul taking birth again and again, and has to work through all the karmas that the soul has generated, and the soul has got entangled itself in. So each lifetime, soul has to work, and then the flow of life is such, and you all might be a little bit aware of the yogas, or I don't know what to say that in English, but in Hindi we say that yogas, the Satyug, the age of truth, and all that, the Satyug, the Dwapar Yug, the Treta Yug, the Dwapar Yug, and the Kali Yug. So in Kali Yug, the darkness uh, is heavy, and for a soul to liberate itself, it's very difficult, because in Kali Yug, Maya is very powerful. So a soul to progress without the guidance of the Guru is not easy, and that is why we see that we all witness that this whole concept of mental diseases and all that was not really not really that common a few, maybe even decades ago. But now we see everyone in stress, even children are under stress. And somehow, never in the history of many lifetimes have we seen such abundance. So in our homes, most of us live like kings, with ample security of food on the table, and basic needs met. But then also there is this constant dissatisfaction, fear, confusion, heaviness, and this aspiration to feel happy and joyful, and somehow we all at some level feel that there is something that is not there. So something is missing, so this chase never ends, and we we are always chasing something, and we are always achieving something as well, but somewhere there, that emptiness or that void that we want to fill, we are not able to fill. And many of you might not be facing this situation. So it's like that, this is my experience and what I have learned in my interaction with the people that I get to meet or are there in my life. So with the blessings of the Guru, the grace of the Guru, you you are able to fill that void, because what happens is that you are able to really connect to your true self, and slowly, you're yearning about things that really do not matter. It automatically vanishes, and things that do matter, so those yearnings get stronger, so those motivations get stronger. And the Guru's grace is such that you will always be guided to take the right decisions. So you will always be guided to think win-win. You will always be guided towards achieving higher ideals in life. You will always receive guidance towards towards thinking in a way that elevates your soul and everyone around you. So it does not only impact you as a human being or as a soul, it transforms the transformatory aspects of you transforming yourself reaches to your family, friends, and your colleagues, or whosoever you come in contact with. So how you interact even with even with customer care people, that changes. You are able to laugh at your own flaws. You are able to you are able to notice that that how silly you have acted and you are capable to act. So I believe that's the biggest that's the biggest that's the most precious thing that happens on this journey, because as human beings we are very mean. We do not we do not want anybody to criticize us. We always want everyone to appreciate us. And and when we start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, we we see our own flaws abundantly, and that too in a way that makes us feel more humane and connected to the wider humanity. So we are able to accept ourselves and at the same time accept others as well. And how joyful that is something that you can know through your own experience. So I believe I said quite a few things, and I just want all of you to understand that whenever such sessions are happening, there is no preparation, there is no prior preparation, and whatever is being said is said by Guru himself. So I'm not saying that I am Guru. It's just that Gurudev has shared in his own talks that. That when you talk about me, I speak from you. So that is why I take this liberty to say that I am not speaking. Guru himself is speaking. So in the back, you can see that I have my small place or temple that that I have in my room, wherein I sit in meditation twice a day, and I connect with him while doing everything that I do. And there is no other picture or idol or anything. So this is the only temple in my house, and I am blessed that that I could arrive at this clarity quite early in my life. So whatever festival is there, that is there to celebrate. There is only one Lord that I worship, that is Gurudev. So many of you might be again feel compelled to really question this kind of faith and this kind of surrender, perhaps. But again, I would say that this is not my doing. These are all grace and blessings of the Guru, and it's not in our hand to be to really choose our Guru. It's the Guru that chooses us. So and that means that we are connected to our gurus perhaps from many lifetimes, and when the time is right, we he again picks us up. So that is it from my side. So I'll just tell you how to meditate, and what is it that we need to do. So in Guru Siyag Yoga, we have to do three things. One, we have to consciously decide, and as a beginner or as somebody who would like to just uh, try or begin their journey. So first of all, we pray to Gurudev from whichever place in our heart we can. So not everyone can can bypass their beliefs or logical system of thinking. So, as just for perhaps get initiated, you can have this dialogue in your heart with Gurudev, in your own way. That Gurudev, I would like to. I'm not sure. Some of you who are not sure, they can say like that. That Gurudev, I'm not sure about this whole practice, and whatever logical system of thinking I have, whatever beliefs I have right now, somewhere I'm not really convinced, uh, but help me meditate, help me chant the mantra, and if you consider me right, take me in. So that could be your prayer as somebody who wants to start. And those of you who can already feel that connection, they can have their own dialogue that you can say that Gurudev, I feel ready for this journey, or I feel excited, and somehow, since I do not know much, so I pray to you to help me meditate, to help me chant the mantra, to surrender to you, to have faith in you, and then you can begin your journey. So your journey begins when you first connect with Gurudev, second hear the mantra, the Diksha mantra, or the powerful Sanjeevani mantra as we call it, from Gurudev's voice. And once you hear that mantra, you get initiated in this practice called Guru Siyag Yoga. So you get initiated. After hearing mantra in Guru Dev's voice, you can start practicing meditation twice a day, each day. So every time you meditate, you have to just meditate 15 minutes each time, not more than that. So where in those places where the weather is cold, so in those countries where most of the time there is snow and all that, you can meditate up to half an hour in one go, but not more than that. So please take that as a note that do not overdo this practice, because this is a very powerful meditation, extremely powerful meditation. The mantra that you will hear will awake your kundalini energy. So kundalini energy, although you might have read on the internet, but kundalini energy is the divine force in us. So kundalini energy is an energy which can do which can do wonders to us, and which can only help us in spiritually transform ourselves, but provided it has to be maneuvered under the Guru's guidance. It is not something that you experimented yourself through listening chakra meditations and all that on internet. Please do not do that. So the harmful effects of accidentally triggering kundalini energy can really deprive you of this beautiful experience of the work of goddess kundalini under the supervision and guidance of the true guru, the master. So, as I already told, the first step is connecting to the Guru. The second step is listening to the mantra. So, in a while, I'll put the mantra. And the third thing is meditation twice a day. And you do not have to meditate immediately after eating. So, eating and meditation, at least 3-4 hours gap should be there. And fourth part is chanting of the mantra. So the mantra that you will hear, the Diksha mantra, the Sanjeevani mantra, you have to chant that mantra throughout the day. And that doesn't mean that you have to take any burden of chanting the mantra. So that mantra is something that mantra is something that the more you chant it, the more it transforms you in terms of in terms of cleaning your blockages and energy, so that you can progress more in your meditation. So you have to chant the mantra as much as you can. So many a times we can easily chant the mantra while getting ready, taking bath, or while cooking or ironing our clothes or things like that. so we can chant the mantra. And nevertheless, we can chant the mantra when we feel less than ideal, or whenever we want to establish that connect, we can chant the mantra. So these are the critical aspects. We can meditate on all 30 days. So there is no restriction of females not meditating on some particular days of the month or anything like that. So there are no restrictions at all. And there is no restriction of diet that you have to uh, do, take or leave or anything like that. If you are taking any intoxi substances for intoxicating yourself, so please continue with all of those. And anything that is not right for you will leave you. This is the faith that Gurudev gives us. So you can eat, and you can drink whatever you want to. So the only thing that you have to focus on is establishing your connect to God, and establishing your connect to It seems my internet got disconnected. Apologies for that. So I was saying that you can um, there are no as such restrictions, so you can do it. There is nothing like that you have to take bath before meditation, or you have to, you know, there is no ritual. There is nothing else. And Gurudev has very clearly said that Guru is somebody who liberates you, not somebody who binds you in kind of rituals, traditions, and all of that. So, this practice is completely freedom oriented. So, those of you who would not like to meditate in the morning, they can meditate in the. There are no set timings also, so you can meditate even at 12 o'clock at night. There are no restrictions at all. It's just that meditation twice a day, not more than 15 minutes, in places that are not cold, and in those places wherein, the very cold snowfall happens and all that, so they can meditate up to half an hour, rest chanting of the mantra. So as time passes, you will know more about it yourself. Meanwhile, you are encouraged to visit the website www.gurusiyagyoga.org to understand more about it. So this website has got a lot of information about the science behind Guru Siyag Yoga, the background, and lot of information about Gurudev and all that. So you will have a lot of information from the website, and you might feel helped or more confident when you go through the website. So the method of meditation and all that also is given in very clear terms on the website. So please visit the website. Then you can, those of you uh, who are wanting to watch only English sessions. So there is a session which again tells about Guru Siyag Yoga, and that too in English language. So that is available on the channel Guru Siyag Divine. And lately I've been noticing that a lot of Guru children are promoting Guru Siyag Yoga in English, and you might chance upon uh, other videos on YouTube about Guru Siyag Yoga in English. So please feel free to check them out. And since there is no entry fee, or annual free fee, or any programs, any affiliate products linked to Guru Siyag Yoga, there is it's completely free. So since God is free for all of us, and There are no charges for a true to have a true guru. All you need to pay to the guru is your pure heart and your surrender. That is it. So there is nothing that you have to pay. So as a consequence, you will find that a lot of people from diverse backgrounds are into Guru Siyag Yoga, and you might not be able to relate to them. So please do not think anything after watching videos from people who are from humble backgrounds. So since YouTube is a free medium, so anybody and everybody, whosoever wants to share their experience about Guru Siyag Yoga, so all who whichever Guru Bhai or Guru children are sharing their videos, so they are doing to spread the Guru's word. So you may not relate to all of them, and that's okay. That's completely fine. So the more you practice Guru Siyag Yoga, the more you will be able to understand about your human connection, and the more you will be able to accept and feel connected and see similarities across human race, strata, and everything. So all these things would definitely happen to all of us when we all transform ourselves through this practice. So that's it from my side. So now I'll put the divine mantra for you. So Gurudev will share a bit in English, and Gurudev himself, do not get deceived by his simple way of appearance, or the simple way of how he articulates her speak. So perhaps he is uh, he is the way he is because he he's somebody that who everyone can connect to. So maybe I cannot really understand fully myself, but sometimes I think that Gurudev does not want people to or us to connect to him because we feel that he's very intelligent, or he's very guru like, or he has got some exceptional magnetic persona or personality, or and there is no as such marketing also. That there is no marketing strategy which really uh, which really which kind of create a buzz around Gurudev. So the whole buzz happens when you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, and once you start practicing, and when you are able to connect to that divine power through this practice, that divine power is Gurudev himself. So then there is all the buzz that needs to happen, and in fact more than that. So one thing I forgot to mention, that uh, so this is a practice which might trigger yogic movements when you are meditating, or yogic mudras, or some vibrations also can occur to you. So whatever happens, please do not stop it, let it happen. So in this meditation practice on this path, lot of whatever would be happening to you is all automatic. You do not have to control it, you do not have to judge it, and whatever is will happen to you will be for your good. So many yogic kriyas and all that happen so as to cure you of the physical issues and diseases that you have. So this yoga cures you of physical diseases, mental diseases, and spiritual diseases. So that is it from the my side. My side. So now I'll put the divine mantra, and then we all will meditate and for 15 minutes.
Yoga mean Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, aids various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity, or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling. What does
So now you have heard the divine mantra in Gurudev's voice. Now the method to meditate is that you pray to Gurudev to help you to meditate for the next 15 minutes, and you have to visualize Gurudev here. So I'll put the photograph of Gurudev. Just connect to that photograph for a minute and then visualize that picture on your third eye. And you do not have to force yourself to see the picture clearly or anything like that. Just do the basic effort and then start chanting this mantra with Gurudev's picture on your third eye. Start chanting this mantra. That's it. So ask for the time. So ask the time 14 minutes or 15 minutes. And when you will meditate on your own, you will notice that whatever time you ask for, you only meditate for that amount of time. Your meditation ends automatically after the time has elapsed. So we can all start meditating right now. Jai Gurudev, everyone. Please come out of meditation. So before we say bye for the day, so just want to share that those of you who would like to share their experiences in English, they can send us WhatsApp. So I'm sharing a couple of numbers. They're in the runner that's running below. You can WhatsApp us, or if there is some query or anything, so you can also WhatsApp that as well. And in this series we will be always trying to help those people are who are beginners on this journey. So those of you who have any questions around how to progress in this practice, please WhatsApp so that we can answer your questions through this platform. So Jai Gurudev once again.